At last weekend's Quest for the Cup 29er Camp Clinic, we had a wide spectrum of experience levels, including a lot of young guys who are just getting into the 29er. This debrief will focus on some of the basics of boat speed for the teams that are learning the boats. One common problem this weekend was that teams were generally either over-trimming their spinnakers or sailing way too high in order to keep the kites full on the downwinds. With the asymmetric kite on the 29er, we always battle a trade-off between sail projection and exposed surface area. So let's look at how this changes boat speed. The more curl that the kite has, the less cloth is actually exposed to the breeze to pull the boat forwards. However, more curl also gets the spinnaker away from the mainsail. In light wind, this is really important because the apparent wind angle is very far aft, and as a result, it's easy to blanket the spinnaker if you're not careful. In these diagrams, you can see that a trimmed kite exposes more of the sail to the wind. However, it also pulls the kite behind the main and jib, blanketing it with bad air. A good rule of thumb to remember is that in light wind you want more curl, and in heavy wind you want less. In the light wind this weekend, precise sail trim was very important. As soon as the leeches become too closed and the telltales start stalling, boats park. For the younger teams, the problem was particularly common with the jib because it's difficult to see how tight the jib is from the windward side of the boat. One habit that I encourage skippers to adopt is the practice of looking to leeward before each race and comparing the jib leech location on the spreader tip to the jib sheet. A good rule of thumb is that average trim should be around 1 inch inside of the spreader tip. As the breeze changes and you improve at feeling the groove, this will change a little bit, but 1 inch inside is a good starting point. In this video you can see that Campbell is playing his jib on a range around the spreader tip. In the light conditions this weekend, we had a lot of opportunities to practice prioritizing actions to keep the boat moving fast. As everyone found, it's very important to know which factors affect boat speed and which factors merely make it easier to sail the boat. The three main factors that we talked about were fore and aft weight placement, precise sail trim, and boat heel. Teams who moved backward in the boat for maneuvers generally slowed down a lot, just as teams who had imprecise sail trim or who heeled the wrong direction did. Things like hand switches and main sheet handoffs look good, but they don't actually contribute to boat speed, so worry about the speed factors first and the good practices to make it look good later. A good drill to work on this on your own is the Kill Your Crew drill, where the skipper calls out a maneuver while steering into it and forces the crew to scramble to keep up. As always, let me know if you have any questions by emailing me at sbysfheadcoach@gmail.com. The clinic this weekend was a fundraiser for Coach Willie McBride's Red Bull Youth America's Cup team Quest for the Cup. So if you enjoyed the clinic or the debrief, please check out our site at www.teamqftc.com. Thanks for supporting our quest.